Yesterday, I showed you step by step how to create this beautiful hero image for your website. But for this to work, I had to make sure that this image here did not have a background. And there are websites where you can download products without the background. But what if I can tell you that you can actually remove the background in Elementor Pro? Now, here's the thing. If you were to remove this background, you would have to go into a product like Photoshop and then remove the background that way. Now, the first problem is Photoshop is a paid product. And secondly, Photoshop has its own learning curve. So now let me show you how you can achieve this using just Elementor Pro. And this time you're using Image AI. All right, so what you want to do here is to create a brand new section. So I'm going to click here on this plus button, and then I'm going to go with Flexbox. So the structure we're going to use, let's go with this one here, where we have two columns on each side. So over here on the right, this is where I need to add my image. So I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to drag my image here like that. And then I'm just going to click in here and then choose an image. So the one I'm going with is this one right here. And clearly you can see that it has a background. But for my design to work, we need to remove this background here. But all this is going to be done within Elementor Pro. All right, so here's what we need to do. While the image is selected, if you take a quick look here, you're going to notice some stars here, just right here in the top. If you hover over it, it's going to say create image with AI. So I'm going to click once on that. And it's going to take a bit of thinking. And here we are. The option we're going to go with is this one here, remove background. So I'm going to click on that and then click on remove background. So in a moment, the background is going to be gone. So you're probably thinking, why go through the hassles of removing the background? Well, you have even more design options because you can have a consistent website without the background, especially if it's an e-commerce website, or even if you're trying to achieve the design that I did in yesterday's tutorial, which I'll link to in the video description below. All right, so now that I have this, all I have to do now is to click on Use Image. So what's happening now is it's processing and making sure that we have the final image without the background. And you're going to be amazed by how fantastic this is. Because, I mean, when I used to do it in Photoshop, it used to be very, very, very difficult. But look at that. But in order for you to see if this selection is really, really good, we have to add a background color. Now, yesterday, when I did this tutorial, we had to sample a color from the actual product. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to enhance my design layout here. So first of all, I'm going to come over here and let's increase our minimum height here, but we are going to use VH. Right, so let's set this to 100. And then we're just going to center it like that. Now, with that selected, let's just go into style here and go into the background, because this is where we need to add our background. So I'm just going to click here on the color here, and we're going to choose the color sampler. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm just going to click on the colors here, and you can see here that I can choose from any of these colors. Look at that. That works really well with the background. Because these colors here are from the actual product. So I'm going to go with this color here, and then I'm going to continue on and add the rest of my content here. So I need to add a title. So I'm going to click here on this plus button to add my element. And then I'm just going to grab this and drop it like that. Now, if you want this to match, you can just click over here. And again, we're going to go to style and then choose our text color. And I need to sample the color from here. So I'm going to go like that. And I'm going to go with this color right here, like that. So let's just call this amazing bag. And all I have to do now is to increase the size. So I'm going to come over here to typography, set this to EM, and I'm just going to increase this like that. Okay, so I'm not going to go into too much detail and design it like how I did here. But the most important thing I wanted to show you here is for you to see how amazing this is to remove the background. So when it comes to now applying this in real life, as I mentioned, you can use this for these hero images, but this also works great for e-commerce products. Let me show you how to do that. So I already have WooCommerce installed. So I'm going to come over here to products and click on add new. So I'm going to start off by adding my description here and also adding the product name. So I'm just going to copy the dummy information that I have here and paste it like that. And I'm just going to add the price like that. And then over here now on the product image, now I want you to notice what happened. This is really, really cool. When I started off with this image here, when it removed the background, the image was added in my media library. So I can just go straight away and start using that as my product. So now that I have this selected, pretty much that's all I need here. I am now going to publish it. Now let's view the product. So there we go. Now I have a perfect product here in my store, and I can change the background image here if I need to. But as you can see, this looks much, much cleaner. And if all your products are coming in without the background, this is going to have a professional look, and this is going to look very, very seamless. All right, guys, let me know what you think about image AI in Elementor. I think it's really, really powerful. Literally, this has saved me a lot of money and also time to remove this background if that's the type of design I want to go with. But I highly recommend that you should have products without backgrounds for your e-commerce websites and also for even generally in your designs. It gives you more room to play around with your designs. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again in the next one. Take care.